Good morning, everybody. GC Kane here with the complete walkthrough of the Escape to the Sun tournament played in Pro Division opening round. As you can see from my scorecard, I hit a minus 28. However, I feel a minus 28 or lower, a minus 29 or lower is easily possible with some tweaks made on my shots. As you can see, hole 1 and hole 4 has some drops on the front nine. Then we have a drop on hole 10, hole 14, and then there's also a practice drop on hole 13. But on the main round, I hit a great shot, so I didn't drop it. So that's why you can have maybe minus 29 or lower. Now, please note that these are my shots only, and this is just a reference guide for you. So you will need to make some tweaks depending upon the club level you're using, depending upon the ball you're using. And if you're using a high wind resistance ball, so that will call and maybe for a low elevation or some change in spins or something like that. So keep all those things in mind, and if you feel my adjustments are wrong, incorrect, or they do not make any sense, then you do not have to follow anything I say. You can always consult, and you should always consult like 2-3 more content creators before playing your round. So having said that, we will look at all the 18 holes in sequence, starting with hole number 1 coming next. Hole 1, par 4. Here I'm using Thor's Hammer level 6 along with the Katana ball. You can play the shot with Extra Mile 7, 8, or Big Topper 4, 5, or Thor's Hammer 5 or 6 as well. Using about 7 bars of topspin and 3 bars of right side spin at plus 1 yard mark, keeping the yellow ring by the rough. Ball guideline going straight down the fairway. Adjusting the drive for max plus 20%. Max plus 20. For the curl, we will be using the left side of the ball touching the inner ring. Perfect shot. Target yardage is between 355 to 360 yards. Just keep in mind about the glitch roll. You need a drive distance of 355 to 360. The shot for the eagle will be played at 10% slider. So here it was 10% at 53% slider. You don't need to use any spins whatsoever. Keep your ball guideline going to the hole. Once again, 53% slider and 10% elevation. And in case of Thorn, you always pull over the bullseye, center the ball, and hit perfect.
Perfect shot!
Nice camera angle, and we drop it for a sweet eagle to start off the open.
Eagle!
Hole 2, par 3. This one I played exclusively for a safe birdie. I did not waste any further tokens to have it dial in, at least in the opening round, because I have drops on other par 4s and a hole in one as well. So just playing it safe here. Max plus 25% power 2 ball since we are playing with the Katana. Max backspin, 1.5 right spin. Even though I was playing safe, I was still like comparatively closer to what I was expecting. If you want, you can make your own tweaks, but being straightforward, I played it for a safe birdie. I was not trying to dial this one at all. Once again, max plus 25 power 2 ball numbers. Center and hit perfect. Hole 3, par 5. Here we have a tailwind. I'm going to use my driver, which is Thor's Hammer level 6, along with the Titan ball here. See, at the max position, plus 16 yard mark, you have ball guideline going center down the fairway. We adjust the drive for max plus 20%, and make sure you do not pull any 1201 whatsoever. Try to pull straight. Max plus 20%, center the ball, hit perfect. Perfect ball. You take a nice bounce. And a drive yardage would be somewhere between 385 to 395 yards, depending on the roll you get. I got 388. Shot number 2 will be played with sniper. Either you can go for a rough bump, which I am going to do here, or you can play a safe bounce over option. For the rough bump, I played max plus 10%. Sorry, I played max 0. And you will see I will miss the rough here, but due to the backspin that I was using, I was still safe and on the green. Even if you're not on the green, you will be on the fringe or tops in the fairway. So like I was saying, I played max plus 0. So that is max without any extra elevation, but I would recommend maybe trying out using a practice token max plus 10. Center the ball, hit perfect. See, we missed the rough. Still on the green for a safe putt for the eagle. Use a practice token, try max plus 10, and you might drop it for the alba. Hole 4, par 3, a very good opportunity for a hole-in-one, and I also dropped a hole-in-one here. First, you will use max backspin, keeping the ball guideline going straight down the hole. See right there. Once you have this set up, you will switch your spins to max backspin. Max backspin with about 0.4 left spin. Then you will make an adjustment, which is max plus 20% power 1 ball numbers, as we are playing with the power 1 ball, that is the navigator. Center the ball and hit perfect. Perfect ball. You will see you'll drop it for the hole-in-one on the right edge of the cup, but you can try adding extra decimal on the left spin, but you do not want to offset like much more. Hole 5, par 4. Here we have a cross headwind. For the drive, I'm using rock level 8. You can play this drive with rock level 7 as well. Plus 7-yard mark. I have the red ring touching the rough on right. 4 toss spin and 1 right spin. Adjustment 1:1. About 1 ball right curl. We try to hit perfect. Great left, great right will be safe due to the accuracy of the rock. We are looking at a drive distance between 365 to 370 yards, somewhere there. 369. For the approach shot, we are going to use our sniper. At the minimum distance line, we go back to the min distance line, keeping the white ring touching the rough on the left. And you have a ball guide line going through the hole. Now I kept my ball guide line center. You see you will find the glitchy ball guide line, so make sure you use adequate spin to have a ball guide line going through the hole. I kept it on the center right of the cup, and you will see we will miss this one on the center right, and we will also come in a little short. So keep 1 green square extra through the hole and keep it on the center left of the cup. And the adjustment I made here is minimum distance plus 20%. Min plus 20. See, the camera angle is nice. Speed is also very good, but we just missed this one on the right. Right there. So make some tweaks and a very good opportunity to drop an eagle. Hole 6, par 5. Here we have a very difficult cross headwind. I highly recommend using a Kingmaker ball or even a Kingslayer if you have one. Driver can be extra mile level 7, level 8, big topper, or Thor's hammer level 6, 5, 6 as well. My case, Thor's hammer level 6. As much toss spin as possible and some left spin, keeping the ball guide line centered on the next fairway. Make sure the second bounce is way clear of the rough. Adjusting the drive for max plus 10%. Regardless of what overpower you pull into, you will always apply max OP and try to hit perfect. great right is better than great left, because great left will highly likely put you in the rough on the left. So make sure you hit perfect or great right tops. The approach shot will be played with your sniper level 10 or level 9. For this shot, I played medium distance plus 0%. However, you will see that 0% was a little less, so maybe you can try the second shot with max plus 10 or maybe 15. Once again, consider using a practice token to get a feel of the second shot specifically. The drive, regardless of how much overpower you will pull into, you will always apply max OP. So drive, you have to be consistent regardless, but practice token is very crucial here to work on the second shot if you are trying to dial in the albatross. If you're just playing for the safe eagle, 0% will also give you a very safe eagle. So just that. And you don't have to play with the kingmaker, but kingmaker will reduce the win, specifically in such a cross headwind. Hole 7 par 4, here we have a tailwind. If you have higher level clubs, you can go from the left side and try the slice, but here, considering quarterback level 9, 10 for the drivers, I'm using the right side approach instead. 3 right spin and 4 toss spin. White ring by the rough at plus 10 yard mark. Adjustment for the drive will be max plus 20%. Max plus 20 for the drive. No need of any curl whatsoever. Center the ball and hit perfect. You do not want to come on the left side, you want to come on the right side, because left side might put you in between clubs for the second shot, which is not good. Shot number 2 will be played with your sniper level 10. Here I'm going for a rough bump, keeping the bottom of the yellow ring by the sand trap line right there. Now, even though I keep my ball guard line short using some backspin, you will see we will still come in a little hot. I keep like 0.5 to 0.4 green square short, but I highly recommend keeping 1 green square short instead. Adjustment on the second shot is mid plus 5%, medium distance plus 5. We hit perfect, and you will see even after keeping short, we will come in a little too hot. So keep it 1 green square to the shot, and you might have a very good chance for dropping this one for an eagle as well. Hole 8 part 3, once again a very difficult part 3 to dial in, and being the opening round, one more hole which I'm just going to play safe for a birdie. I'm not, like, I did not use any like extra practice tokens, or I guess I did not use any practice tokens at all, so just played it straight. You can have a look at the spins. The elevation I made here was max plus 25 P1 numbers. Even though we are playing with a katana, I used power 1 ball numbers. So keep that in mind if you're trying to follow this shot. But I repeat once again, this is not an approach for a hole-in-one, it is only for a safe birdie. Center and hit perfect. With this one way on the right, but still we have a very safe birdie. Hole 9 par 5, a very difficult headwind here, especially dealing with a narrow fairway on the right side. Start with 4 toss spin and 2 left spin, having your second bounce clearly over the rough. See, 4 top, 2 left. Depending on your club level, you might be at plus 10 or plus 12 yard mark. See, we have our second bounce clearly over the rough there. Then you will adjust the drive for max plus 0, so max without any elevation. And once you adjust the drive, you will change your spins to 5 toss spin and about the same left spin we were using. So 2 left spin and 5 top spin now. 1 extra bar of top spin. And whatever rings you pull into overpower, you will apply the same. And we try to hit perfect. Now the reason why we are moving from 4 to 5 top spin, because of that very close bounce we took to the rough. So you can also use 5.5 top spin as well, but make sure you add 1 extra bar of top spin. The approach shot will be played with your sniper level 10. Now here I played the shot at 20% elevation, and we will miss this one on the left. See, even though I keep my ball guard line going straight to the fairway, straight towards the pin, adjusting max 20. We hit perfect, and you will see we will miss this one on the left. So a couple of tweaks can be made. You can apply some right spin, or maybe you can reduce some top spin, so which will give you an earlier bounce and a very good look at the albatross. Hole 10 par 4. Here I dropped the eagle one more time. Again, using the same approach I used on the front 9, hole 1. Thor's hammer level 6. Once again, you can play with extra mile level 7, level 8. Big topper 4-5, Thor's hammer 5-6. 6 has comparatively more top spins, so just keep that in mind. Plus 1 yard mark, yellow ring by the rough. Adjusting the drive for max plus 20%. Same amount of curl, left side of the ball touching the inner ring. We hit perfect. Again, keep in mind the glitch roll that you might get, you might not get, so the topspin would vary accordingly. Here I was, you can see, very close to the rough. Once again, the approach stays the same, 10% at slider. Here I played 10% at 53% slider with a thorn, no spin approach. Keep the ball guard line to the pin. Adjust. Once again, the adjustment is 10% elevation at 53% slider. And you know the thorn rule, you always pull over the bullseye. Center the ball and hit perfect. Perfect shot. Right at pin for a sweet eagle. Hole 11, part 3. Here I'm going to play with my quarterback level 10. You can play with a quarterback level 9 as well, but you will need to maybe use up our one ball in that case. At the minimum distance line of quarterback level 10, max backspin and 1 bar of right side spin. Adjustment for the shot is 1:1. You will see we will come in a little close and still miss this one on the left side of the pin. So I would recommend maybe using some tiny amount of right curl to compensate for that. I'm pretty pleased with the spins and the adjustment, and the speed is also nice. So just try to add some right curl, and a very good opportunity for a hole in one. Hole 12 par 5. Here we have a straight tailwind. I'm starting the shot with a Titan ball at max club, and then I will switch to a berserker ball after adjusting my spins. 6 top spin and 1 left spin. You can once again play this one with extra mile level 7, Thor's hammer 6, extra mile level 8. Adjustment for the drive will be max plus 10%, and you push back to plus 16 yard mark. The reason why we are playing with the berserker ball, because it will assist us in the Albi approach for the second shot. half ball left curl, max OP, which will give us a very slow needle. We try to hit perfect. Take a very nice bounce. I also got a very nice roll here. 448 yards. Now here you can see with the help of the Zerk, we are able to reach for the rough bump. With the Titan, we would get in between clubs, so keep that in mind. Now here I'm using about 2 left spin and some back spin, or maybe top spin. Let me check once again for myself. Yeah, 2 left spin and some toss spin. You don't have to use toss spin because we have a tailwind, and I kind of like gambled here with the toss spin, and as a result you will see me catching the glitch roll. You need to have your ball guideline 1 green square short of the pin, not going through the hole like I did here. Adjustment I made here is mid plus 5%. However, I recommend trying mid plus 10%. So that calls in for a use of a practice token once again to give you a feel how the second shot would be like. You see we cast the glitch roll, even though an easy eagle, but we did not get the albatross we were trying for. Hole 13, par 4. Here I dropped the hole-in-one once again. However, in the main round I hit a great shot, so I missed that one, but it is pretty much dialed in. Same approach, max backspin, keeping the ball guideline going to the hole. Then we switch our spins. From max backspin we go to 0.5 right spin. Adjustment we will make here is max plus 25% power 1 ball numbers, extra 5% this time because we have a headwind. So max plus 25 power 1 ball numbers. Center the ball and hit perfect. Perfect ball. And we come in nicely with a nice camera angle right at pin for a sweet hole-in-one on hole 13. Hole 14, par 4. Here we have a crosswind. I'm going to play with my rock level 8. You can play this one with rock level 7 as well. Only the starting position will be a little different due to the difference in the power of 5 yards. 4 toss spin and 1 right spin. I'm using a kingmaker ball because it will assist us greatly on the second shot. Having the ball guideline centered on the fairway after applying spins. Adjustment on the drive is max plus 20%. We center the ball and hit perfect. Great right here, but due to the accuracy of the rock, we were safe. Very safe here. Drive yardage will be somewhere between 345 to 355 yards, depending on the roll you get. Shot number 2 will be played with your power long iron or Goliaths, which may be in level 7, 8, or 9. If you have an 8 or 9, you will keep the ball guard line going towards the pin. If you have it in level 7, you will keep ball guard line short. Adding some spins, keeping the yellow ring by the rough, like that. Adjustment on this shot is max plus 50%, 50, max plus 50. Center the ball and hit perfect. Nice perfect ball away from the tree, a very nice rough bump for a sweet eagle on hole 14, par 4. Hole 15, par 5. Here we have a very good wind and it gives us a very good opportunity to have a look at the albatross. You can play the drive with extra mile level 7, 8, 9, Thorshammer 5, 6, big topper 4, 5. I'm playing with a Thorshammer level 6 and a Titan ball, using max toss spin and some left spin, keeping the ball guard line going centered down the fairway. Adjustment on the drive is max plus 10%, and then you push your target to max. No need of applying any overpower, just center the ball and hit perfect. Nice, perfect ball. Making a very good yardage of 404 yards. The approach shot will for the Albatross, I'm going to play the rough bump with my sniper level 10. Here I played the second shot at 10% elevation on 75% slider. You see right there. I kept my ball guideline short, knowing that we have a tailwind, so we can expect a little push. However, I kept it short and ended up short, so the wind did not have the effect I was anticipating it would. So once again, use your third practice token and try to have a good look at the Albatross for yourself. Adjust the spins, the landing position. Adjustment, again, I used 10% elevation at 75% slider. Hole 16, par 4. Here we have a kind of difficult wind cross headwind. I'm using a Titan ball along with my quarterback level 10. You can play this with quarterback level 9. You will just need to apply a little more topspin or maybe push up your target after the adjustment. Adjustment on the drive, 1:1, so 5.8 will be 5.8 rings. Center the ball, hit perfect. No need of applying any overpower whatsoever. You're just trying to get down on the fairway. Once again, we do not want to come in to the left because that will put us in between clubs for the approach shot. See right here, the approach shot here. This time we will have the yellow ring on the top of the rough. Apply adequate amount of spin and make sure you keep the ball guideline going on the center right of the cup. Very important to keep it on center right. Adjustment on the second shot will be 1:1 again, same on the drive. Now the only problem with this shot is that I hit a great right. So our landing spot changed and we did not get the roll as we were wanting to. So hit perfect and you will have a very good opportunity for dropping this one for an eagle on this par 4. Hole 17, par 3. Here I have a very good look at the hole-in-one. So keeping the blue ring by the center trap line and having the ball guide line going on the right side of the light green column on the right of the pin. Then we will put spins. This will be one top spin and about 0.2 to 0.3 right side spin. Adjustment we'll be making here is max plus 40% of 3 ball numbers. Now if you have a king wind, like wind above 5 or 6, that will put you in between clubs. So just use a smidge of underpower and you should be good. Here we have 4.5, which was good enough, and we did not get into any in-between club position. Center the ball and hit perfect. You'll see we come with a very nice camera angle, come in very close to the pin. See, very close. So the only thing I would do is take off the right spin and keep only one top spin, and a very good opportunity for a hole-in-one. Final hole, hole 18, par 5. Here we have a generous cross tailwind, keeping the same approach using 4 top spin and 2 left spin. Make sure the second bounce is well over the rough. See right there. Again, this drive can be played with extra mile level 7, level 8, Thor's hammer, big topper, even the rock, like high level rock, 8, 9. Adjustment on the drive, max without any elevation, max plus 0. Tiny amount of left curl. Try to hit perfect. Target yardage will be somewhere between 345 to 350 yards. and if you get a longer roll, you will have between 355 yards. So 345 to 355 yards if you want to take it that way. I got a longer roll here. Second shot, I played max plus 20%, but you will see we will still miss this one about 0.5 to 0.6 rings to the right of the cup. So I would recommend once again using a practice token and try with max plus 25%. If you feel max 25 would work for you, then go ahead with that in your main gameplay. If not, you can also try to apply some left spin. So that will be your call. But again, I highly recommend considering a practice token here. If not the albatross, you still have a good eagle saved, and with a few drops as you saw on par 4s and a couple of hole-in-ones, you will have a very good score of minus 20 to 29. Let me know in the comment section what you feel of the walkthrough and what changes would you like in my future videos. Good luck on your round.